Day 127, Tier 4 number 12 is getting closer, but today I still can't make it. Not because I'm missing the character, not because I'm missing the materials, I'm missing one thing, Carbonadium. And on this account, that has become the real bottleneck. So instead of forcing Tier 4 number 12, I decided to see how much progress I could make without it. And somehow, today became one of the most productive days this account has had. I started by checking the inbox. There wasn't anything game-changing, but I did get a few tokens. I'll take it. On a normal account, these rewards might not mean much. But on this account, every little resource matters. Because when you're running a forbidden account, you never know which small reward is going to become useful later. And today, I needed every advantage I could get. Next, I grabbed my boost points. The plan was simple. I wanted to make my Dormammu run count. If I'm going to spend the attempt, I might as well maximize the reward. So I went in with Tier 4 Hades, Tier 4 Jeth, and Tier 3 Hela. Hades was going to be the main dealer. And honestly, I wasn't expecting this run to last very long, but I still wanted to see how much damage this team could actually produce. The fight started, and Hades immediately took control. The damage was coming in fast. Dormammu barely had time to react. And then, 29 seconds. That was it. Dormammu was already dead. I finished at rank 1, with 93% of the total damage, so apparently I didn't need a long fight after all. And now came the roulette. 10 life seeds. Not exactly the jackpot, but I'm not complaining. On this account, a reward is a reward. Then I moved over to World Boss. Today's first challenge was Legend +9, Black Dwarf and Ebony Maw, level 23, the restriction, human heroes. And this is where the account starts becoming a little complicated, because my options are not exactly unlimited. So I went with Luna Snow, Shadow Shell, and Ancient One. Luna was the main dealer. And once again, this is one of those fights where the restriction is almost more interesting than the boss. Because you can have an extremely powerful account, but if the game removes most of your available characters, your roster suddenly feels very small. Still, Luna had enough firepower. The fight ended in 49 seconds. Another clear. Another restriction removed. And another step forward. Next, Legend +8, Corvus Glaive and Proxima Midnight, level 18. Again, human requirement. And this time, I had a problem. I had already used up my Tier 4 human options, so there was no point trying to force another run. I moved on, and that brought me to today's actual boss, Mephisto. But before I could fight Mephisto at the level I wanted, I had to unlock level 40. And that meant using Sentry twice. Luckily, the Sentry Epic Quest was already completed. So I didn't have to start another long progression chain. I just needed to push his gear a little, until he reached level 20. And once that was done, I can unlock level 40 the next day. Finally! Back to Mephisto, level 39. This time, I brought Tier 4 Thor with Tier 3 Sentry and Tier 3 Spider-Gwen. And the run was clean. 40 seconds, Mephisto down. But there was another restriction waiting, leadership ability, so I still had options. Richard Rider, Spider-Woman, Kingo. I made the run and finished in 50 seconds, and this time the reward was actually worth noticing. A Tier 3 book selector. Another useful resource from an account that is still trying to reach its next Tier 4. Then, Knull, level 53, mutant requirement. This one was much easier to build around. Tier 4 Storm, Tier 3 Dakin, and Tier 3 Morph. Storm took the lead. And Knull lasted 22 seconds. Done. The available rewards were already exhausted because I had reached 5 runs today, but the fight itself was still available, and more importantly, I still had mutants, so I decided to push higher, level 54. This time, Tier 4 Juggernaut, Tier 4 Havoc, and Tier 3 Sunspot. Another fast run, 25 seconds. And that's something I really like about this account. Even when the reward system tells me, you're done for today, the account itself still has more to give. After that, I moved into PvP, Timeline Battle, Vibranium League, and this is actually one of the reasons I keep doing this mode, because every week this account gets hundreds of crystals from it, not from spending, not from some special shortcut, just from competing. For this run, I used Tier 4 Juggernaut, Tier 4 Jeth, and Tier 4 Ancient One. I wanted a high point opponent, and eventually I found one, Gore, Knull, Agent Venom, and I decided to let Juggernaut go first. Autoplay, no complicated strategy. And then, something almost embarrassing happened. Juggernaut won without dying. Jeff and Ancient One basically watched the entire fight. Sometimes, the strongest strategy is apparently just letting Juggernaut run at everyone. One timeline battle done, then Team Battle Arena. One run, one win. Nothing complicated, but the important part is, both PvP modes are done for today, and the crystal income continues. Then I went back to the problem that started this entire video, Tier 4 number 12. I tried to finish Medusa's final gear upgrade. And Carbonadium. Gone. Again. So Medusa's still waiting. Tier 4 number 12, still waiting. This account has the character, it has the materials, but the Carbonadium says, not today. So I decided to spend the remaining time somewhere else. Epic Quests. Most of them are already at 100%. And because I bought quite a few deluxe packs, there was one particular quest that caught my attention. The Galactic Imperative. 87%, but I had already purchased the deluxe pack, which meant I was very close, very close to finishing it. And if I could complete this today, I would unlock another major milestone, Gladiator. First, I needed a Tier 2 Phyla-Vell and Beta Ray Bill. Phyla-Vell was the problem, so I spent 250 crystals and bought 70 of her biometrics. Not cheap, but at this point, I wanted to finish the quest. I pushed Phyla-Vell up to 4 stars. Beta Ray Bill was already close to Tier 2. and completing that part of the quest even gave me another 150 crystals. So far, everything was moving in the right direction. The next mission, 5 dispatch missions. Simple. I went straight to the highest sector available, 15-5. And because I wasn't here to make a documentary about dispatch, I sped through it. 5 missions. Done. Next, Alliance Battle. Then, ABX, Universal Villain Day, which meant Hades. Tier 4 Hades. And once again, the Forbidden account had no intention of playing around. $24 million points. All rewards acquired. The final 3 missions were nothing worth showing in full, so I cut them down. And then, finally, 100%. The Galactic Imperative was complete. Beta Ray Bill reached Tier 2, and because of that, Star-Lord automatically advanced to Tier 3. And now, there's only one major piece missing. Phyla-Vell. Once she reaches Tier 2, Gladiator is mine. Although technically, I'm mostly just waiting for one thing now. The Mega Rank Up ticket. So, day 127 ends without Tier 4 number 12. Carbonadium stopped me again, but strangely, I don't feel like I lost today. Dormammu, 29 seconds, 93% damage, World Boss cleared. Mephisto, level 39, and then level 40 unlocked. Knull, pushed to level 54. Vibranium, another win. And an entire Epic Quest, completed to 100%. So while Tier 4 number 12 is still waiting, the account itself keeps getting stronger. And that's what makes this Forbidden account so interesting. I'm not sure how long I can keep this progression going, but one thing is becoming obvious. The closer this account gets to Tier 4 number 12, the more expensive every mistake becomes. And right now, Carbonadium is the only thing standing between me and the next Tier 4. Day 127 complete, but Tier 4 number 12 is still waiting.